Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are once again playing some Snowrunner, picking up where we left off, kind of getting the rail system going here in Wisconsin, Rainwoods River. We need to go pick up, I think, 3 sequoia logs and then load them. Now I've done 0 logging in Snowrunner, so this will be my first attempt ever at any type of logging in the game. I've just left logging as almost like SnowRunner 2 for me, which I may never get to because I've been playing since 2020 and I'm only here on this DLC. I've done them in order and I've done everything but the logging missions up until this point. So looks like our logs down over here, getting pretty close to it. I actually need to back up a little bit here and we'll get the crane down there and see if we can even pick the log up with it. We may need like some kind of logging crane. Kind of a rough road. This can be rather tippy, but I think we'll be able to get up. It's a little a little shady right here. I'm excited to see what this is going to look like. I can go left or right. I think I'll take the high ground here. Man, just turn on the diff lock and reverse. Oh, that makes all the world of difference. I'm using the Pacific 512, and this does not have 4-wheel drive, but most of the time it doesn't need it. It performs very well for what it is. And that is a nice big log there. Okay, so we'll get our anchors out, go into crane mode, and let's see if we can even pick this up with a crane. Yes, definitely. We can definitely attach to it. Now, can we pick it up without wanting to pull ourselves over? I don't know the weight of this. Seems to be doing okay. All right. We'll just pick this up and we'll set it over here and we will go figure out what we want to do to load that up with, which truck or what trailer system we're going to want to use. So here we are in the garage. Now the Pacific P16 it looks like a logging truck. So let's see what options we have here for frame add-ons. Trailer front part of the timber trailer design specifically for P16. Okay, so you need some type of trailer with that. What else do we have? Longhorn. At Erie Longhorn. It's got some sort of customization. Just high and low saddle. Okay, so that's not going to do much for us. Avstar. Let's see. Carrier front. I think the tree will definitely fit in between there. I just don't know exactly how the trailer works on this setup. So let's go try this out. This truck is so much fun. It looks like a logging truck with the got the cages over the windows. I think it smokes like crazy. That's probably a terrible truck to make a video with. So let's see. Log trailer. Double logging trailer. Carrier. Now that looks like the sequoia log would fit right in between those. How that works. because it looks like it kind of moves. So yeah. Both those move okay, or move quite a bit. So I guess we'll get over there and load it up and see. Hopefully it doesn't like cause a jam or something. But man, this truck is smoky. I love it. This truck is hard to drive in first person. It's hard to drive in third person, but it is fun. Love the sound this truck makes. I'll go ahead and drive over to the log and I'll see you guys over there. All right, and here we are. We're just about back. Just got to go off to the... Whoa. We don't need to be flipping this already. Goodness. And this truck just hauls through this stuff pretty well. Better than I thought it would. I mean, I knew it would do all right, but it's actually handling it better than I thought it would. So we'll go ahead and pull this right up next to the crane and get the log up and in. Need to get close enough that I'm sure we can hit it with the crane. So rub a little bit of paint there, but I think we'll be able to get it in. Get this lifted over onto the trailer. And we have it about lined up there. Drop it. Not too shabby. Back it up a little bit so it doesn't rub on the cab. That looks good. Perfect. We'll have to see how it hauls now. It could be a different story. I don't know what I'm doing. Impossible to pack cargo. So I either brought the wrong trailer and truck or can't pack the logs because they're so large maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we can pull up this little path here. Up and out. And the Navstar is just a beast. That's no diff lock, just all-wheel drive. Just keeps moving. I just recently got this truck when I switched over to Steam before I played on Epic Games because that's what the game came out on first, but got it on Steam and then I was able to get the DLC for this truck and I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. So the log seems to be riding fairly well. I mean, it moves around, but I think it's designed to do that, so. So I've taken it to the railroad car over there. Perfect. Looking good. And we're back to the highway. I guess you could call it a highway, considering what all the other roads are. Nice, should be a nice free and clear drive back to the rail car to drop this off. And then we should get the location for the next one, I would think. It's only showing us one at a time. It is resting up against the cab of the truck a little bit. Might make it a little harder to turn a little bit, but I don't really know what you can do without being able to strap it down or chain it down somehow. I think we're doing okay. And we're to where I guess you would call the train depot. Okay, and there are rail cars. Perfect. Looks like we just need to pull up, and looks like we're going to have to manually load this. I'm seeing a trend with logging. I'll park this on the far edge, and I'll get a crane truck up here, too. I think I'll bring a different one from the shop, just to save time. And I think that I may need this one over here still. So I think I'll leave this one here, and then we'll go pick up another one at the garage, and then we can just leave that there to unload the other logs when we get them. Just gonna see if I could find any other logs. Like looking for a needle in a haystack though. Pretty much a waste of time looking for him. So let's go ahead and get crane. White Star there. I think I'll take the Royal. Royal BM-17. So I'll go ahead and drive this up the hill and get that log unloaded. Okay, we are here. We are in position. Now we just have to get this loaded up. Should be fairly straightforward. Beautiful morning here in Wisconsin. Crane is just a little slow. You have to bear with me, and we'll see how quickly I can get it lined up. Get on to log number 2. A little off, not too bad. That should be easy to fix. Yeah, that should definitely do it. Perfect. Loaded. Stage complete. Okay, let's get a look at where this next log is at. I'm actually pretty close with this. I think I'll just take this crane down there. We'll drive this crane down there, and then we can go pick it up. Maybe just come back and load it. Maybe the third log is up by the other one, so I'll drive us down closer. We haven't seen much of this. We haven't seen much of this here, so we'll just stay. We'll just stay with the video. This is a beautiful map. Definitely one of my favorites so far. Nice looking drive here. Now this this particular truck, I feel like, is even a little more tippy than the other one. So, speaking of, saved it. Yeah, I feel like this truck is a little more tippy. Looks like we just got to go straight pretty much ahead. I like to put a marker even though I can see it, because it gives me how many miles or fractions of a mile to get there. Try to stay on the road here, this path. Oh, this looks pretty tippy. I'll be ready to have that winch on at any moment. Man, this just looks like such a tip hazard. Hills. They're kind of deceiving too. I feel like they're kind of actually hard to see and gauge. Back up a little bit. It's getting kind of tight in here. Oh boy. Okay. Looks like our log should be just down the hill. Oh. Okay. Tippy. All right, we have tipped. So we're gonna need to get that set up. We'll grab the Navstar. We're gonna need it down there anyway to load it onto it. So we'll grab the Navstar and we'll head down there and tip our truck here that we can rescue. That truck is so tippy. I find myself almost, forcefully trying to like the Royal, but it's just very tippy. Maybe it's that I don't drive it enough. I should have known better though. Man, this is really hilly here. Try to there. See what we can do to pull it. Oh, that wasn't bad at all. That wasn't bad at all. Perfect. We got it. So we'll get this backed up. And we're about asking to tip ourselves over here. No longer asking for it. We actually did it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now we'll use the tippy truck to tip this truck back over. Maybe. Holy crap, what a noob. I swear I'm usually better than this. Okay, can I get this high enough to... Jeez Louise, there's freaking hills upon hills. Little molehills. I need to try to get above that truck. I need to try to get up the hill above that truck to pull it over. This is just not looking good. This really... I can get turned around here where I can pull straight. Or I'll just get them both tipped over. Okay, well, absolutely perfect. All right, now we really have a... Now we've really got an issue. Well, clearly we needed a third truck, so grab the Pacific 512 and see if we can fix all of our problems down the road here. I don't find this truck as tippy. Like, I just started using this truck on this map because it's where it's unlocked, but I haven't found this one to be quite so tippy. But it's really in a bad area, and I just needed to drive much faster down the hill and more importantly find the right place to be. I want to think I got a little lackadaisical there and end up paying for that. So coming in just a little bit different way than I did with the other two trucks. I should mention it's getting pretty late. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning, so this might end up having to be a part 1 of this series for the sequoia logs. Part 1 of this mini-series. In Snowrunner, you can have a great time struggling, or eventually it can turn into a horrible time struggling. Right now we're just struggling just to drive back to where we were. What am I hung up on? Holy cow. Try this again. A little more momentum this time. Must have been the anchors. Must have been dragging in the mud just enough or something. They weren't down, obviously, but it must have been just enough. Okay. Here we go. Almost here for the rescue. Starting to look like a truck graveyard down here. I haven't dealt with this in so long playing this game. Of course I could recover. And oftentimes I do, but this is fun. Sometimes it's fun just to see what it takes to actually get yourself out of the jam you're actually in. So I've never played Snowrunner hardcore, but I'm pretty sure there's rules in place where you can't recover, or it costs X amount to recover, where there's more of a penalty. So okay, pull this one down the hill a little bit. It's not really moving too much. Alright, that wasn't working, so I backed up the hill, and we'll try to pull the Royal up. Oh, and I am just risking it again on the crown of this hill. My goodness. Well, luckily there's no way I can tip over 3 trucks, so Come on. There we go. Perfect. I found it much easier to pull them over with a winch than a lot of times it is with the crane. So, okay, we have 2 out of the 3 trucks, sitting the right way. Vertically on the ground. Oh my gosh. This is such a problem area. Really got myself in a pickle. I should have just went down that side, probably. I should have just drove down the left side. I'm sure it turns towards where we need to go, but hindsight's 2020. You won't see these struggles on just any channel. We don't hide them here. Okay. It's up. I have to shut my engines off because I want to preserve fuel. Okay, that truck just wants to lay down. That truck clearly just wants to lay down. Okay, so I've repositioned this truck. Do a little bit better. Hopefully a little bit better angle. Yeah, hopefully. Man, kind of wish we had something other than these crane trucks right now. Okay, so we just need to hook it and pull it up the hill. It'd be better if I could. Okay, so we successfully have 3 trucks laying on the side. We're going to recover that one. We're not bringing that truck back here. And we'll develop a plan to rescue these. All right, and we have our plan. My goodness. Surely I can't tip this truck. I just really wanted to get this done before bed, but it may or may not happen. So I'm going to finish driving this truck over there, and then we'll see if we can get those flipped over. And here we are, the moment of truth. I mean, I am tipping a little bit in this too, and crashing, but I have no doubt. I have no doubt this is what we needed here. Now, I did add the log carrier to the front of this, but I don't think it probably attaches. I think the Pacific P16 has its own trailer, so that's just. I think I remember seeing that in there. Okay, just cannot. Struck. Jeez Louise, this being so freaking careless. Okay, we're really pulling. That seemed to have a whole lot more pulling power than the truck. We'll get this repositioned here. Okay, so let's get this pulled. It'd have been nice if it had popped up there, because at least it would have been going uphill, but okay. Pulled up, no problem. This one now that it's up. Off. Look at that. Nice. Finally. Okay, we have everything up, which I think we had one other time, and then we tipped everything, so let's not let our guard down. Jump in the nav star. Let's try to get this dang truck to the bottom of the hill without flipping. We got this. I mean, I think we took a pretty challenging area it was probably only moderately challenging at best, but once things start to snowball, they really start to snowball. So that was one of my worst moments in quite some time, Snowrunner. Doesn't help. I'm tired. Okay, we are easily getting to the bottom down here now, to the log. awfully mucky down here. We should be able to get it no problem. Just cutting right through this little bit of mud. It'll be curious to see how it does while it's loaded, but perfect. Alrighty, I'm gonna go grab the crane and I'll be right back. Alright, got the log, already lifting it up, get it on the truck here. It's crazy all the time and effort that went into flipping those trucks, and as soon as they're up, I mean, in a couple minutes we're down here doing this already, so I'm just happy to be moving forward. I'll finish getting this positioned and we'll pull out of here. Alright, we are on our way back up. Running low on fuel, so we're going to get to the Pacific up here and refuel, and then we will deliver second sequoia log. Hopefully we can make it to the top of the hill before we run out of fuel. A little bit more weight coming up here. 13 gallons should be enough, because I mean it's just right up here. So I'll slowly climb the hill and get fuel, and we'll meet back up back at the trade depot. Once again, arriving back up here to our delivery point at dark. And I think we're gonna have to bring our crane truck again, because it was part of the whole situation we had earlier. So we'll get this parked and we'll get that back here and get unloaded. And we are here and loaded. Perfect. Stage complete. We may get this done yet. Where's our next log? It was betting to the south, but it looks like it's ways down there to the southwest. Sawmill. Store the crane here. And we'll drive this that direction. A lot of back roads we'll have to take down there. I think most of them are in decent shape. So I'll get this closer and we can catch back up. It's a little more interesting. And we're closing in. A little less than a half mile to go here. Road hasn't been too bad. I haven't spent a whole lot of time down here in the southwest corner. I've done a little bit. I do remember there being a lot of these little bridge crossings. Whew. We were really careless there. Crisis averted. Sawmill. And we should be able to down through there. I think there's a road out of the sawmill to like the right. Maybe we could keep going straight. I'm pretty sure there's a way through the sawmill though. Stone Creek Lumber. I think we'll go ahead and go. Yeah, we'll go right out this way. Less than a quarter mile away. Shouldn't be a whole lot longer. Just feels right. Maybe you're right would have been better, but a lot of downhill. So hopefully the log isn't too hard to pull out. sure it'll be fine. This is going to be maybe the longest delivery out, though. Ourselves a nice little mud pit here. Close, though. We gotta head that way. Right. Low gear. Diff lock is going to be enough to get us. Not looking like it. Well, I'm going to have to bring the nav star down here anyway, so I'll grab that and shut this off, and I'll pull this through the mud when we get back. We are absolutely cruising. Navstar, just night and day difference what this truck's able to do. The all-wheel drive makes a big difference, and the other truck holds its own. Don't get me wrong, but this, I seem to be just pulling this trailer like it's nothing. Pretty fun driving. About a half mile to go until we catch up. Probably got about a quarter mile, because I think we were about a quarter mile away from destination when we got stuck with our other truck. It will through the sawmill to our truck and get it out. And here we are. Whoops. Drive through the mud, but we can't drive through the truck. We need an upgrade for that. Ourselves up and pull ourselves out. Oh yeah, here we go. As long as we don't turn it on, flip it over on that hill up there, should be good to go. Coming along just fine. Perfect. See how far we can just pull it. Right, just leave it right there. Right. This is one of those bridge crossings I was talking about. Should I try to make the bridge crossing, or should I go straight? Have I had enough problems today, or do I want to risk it again? Safe is boring, right? Safe is boring. Let's see what happens. Truck up there. I'm gonna have a really hard time getting the trailer to pull across there probably, but if I go fast enough, I might be able to get it. Perfect. Awesome. That was awesome. Should be able to see our log soon. Alright, it's just in the bottom of that ravine there. Shout area. We'll get this parked and grab our crane. Put this up and get this mission completed and under our belts. And we here with the crane truck. I decided to go the safe route with this. Tired of the risks, so we will play it a little safe. Hopefully get this out without tipping ourselves over. I don't think it'll be a problem. The weight of these hasn't seemed to be a problem so far, so. Oh, these camera angles. Alright, we have it. Kind of a weird angle, but we'll get her up. Stand it up anyway. Pick up my truck. Whew. That's going to leave a mark, just a little bit there. Spun. Turn a little bit, we'll get it loaded and get the heck out of here. And we're on the way out of here, ready to get this wrapped up. We don't need any disasters across the bridge, so. right on the edge. Oh, these bridges are terrible. Eesh. We got this. We got this. That's better. So we need to go slow, and then when we're going good, just gun it. Just gun it and get across. Go, go, go. Get the log across. Get the log across. Okay, perfect. It's pretty much to about the bog pit. We got stuck. The other truck, so it should be no problem getting up and out of here. Should be at the sawmill in no time. Hopefully no problem. I actually could maybe get stuck up there in the bog pit. There aren't a whole lot of trees once we get up in there to winch off of, so it might be okay. I think we're okay. We got enough momentum. We're good to go. Go, 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 go. That log is pressing us right up the hill. Man, that's a good thing that tree's there. If we didn't have something to winch off of, I don't think we would make it up that hill. We're good to go. This will lead us up to the sawmill. I will catch up with you once we get up the trail a little bit. Right. We're getting close. We're getting close to the tracks up here. Gotta run up this path a little bit further. Been pretty smooth sailing. Suspension damage there. I think we could just go right up the train tracks there. This is the way we push the engine up, so I'm sure we can do the same. Definitely pull up right here with this. That'll save us some time, quite a bit of time. Right, doesn't get much easier than this. We've earned it. We have earned this path right here. And there it is. I have to weave in here a little bit to get. We could go to the left. I think we can weave here through, right? There's the train engine we pulled up here. I pushed it up to the delivery point, which is up against the cars, and well, that then blocks the path through. So then I had to move it, but we got it here. One final sequoia log. Then we'll need to bring a crane truck here to unload it. But that should be no problem at all. Where's our truck at? Just go ahead and recover this. We've earned a recovery too, again. Our second recovery. And we're finally back with the crane truck to unload our last sequoia log for the mission Fallen Titans. It has been a doozy. A lot of mistakes were made. Humbling experience, but we got the job done. Well, I think. I mean, barring some kind of major catastrophe, this should be pretty much sealed deal. So I think there's one more stage after this to get the train up and going and over in the story mission of this map over. So the next episode will be that. Should be much shorter. I think it's just grabbing some materials and getting it operational and sending this stuff on its way. We're getting pretty close here. Getting close. I think we can call this a success, kind of. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a like. If you want to see more content like this, please hit subscribe. And we'll be finishing up Wisconsin in the next video. There's one more story mission. Like I said, pretty simple. And need to wrap up our ATS Iowa playthrough, and then definitely going to kick off some roadcraft. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.